drape the knit on the bias. Knit, actually, you can get a cowl without the bias, but it still hangs nicer if you do. So we'll start the same way. You could probably use a smaller piece for this area because it's not going to cover as much all the way up to the shoulder. So we're going to start to the side of the form, not on the shoulder, but just above the bust. And the same thing here. If I want more of a cowl, I'm going to put a tuck at this point. You could also use gathers. Sometimes you'll see designs like this where it's like a spaghetti strap and then it's sewn into like gathers above the bust. And with the knit, you don't need to have too much of that because it is going to give anyway. So as far as the this assignment goes, you can do either the knit or your muslin. There's plenty of free knit there if you want to experiment with that. This garment, if you want to do a dress in it, you can, or just a longer top, but we're going to go past the waist on the if you do the knit. Okay. So, and actually on the woven too, we're going to add a skirt to that if you do that design. More pins here. Okay, so again, you're putting a tuck over here. And into the waist seam. Now what I'm gonna do right now, on the back of this design, again, you can just do it straight across, do it with a strap. If you want to do some other style lines, that's fine. But the main thing is that you have the cowl either like this or like this. Either project is fine, okay? But we do want to do a front cowl so that you get the bust in there. So in terms of this being a dress, I could do like a handkerchief hem, keeping it longer if I wanted. It's kind of not really trending right now, but could. So you want to balance your design on both sides, but again, when it comes time to make the pattern, which I will show in a separate video, you're going to make the pattern symmetric and cut it on the fold. I did have a couple of students that liked the idea of this V shape last time, and so they just let the garment go into a V. But again, if you do that, you want to make sure it's a perfect centered V. Okay, so the more tucks you put, the more folds you're going to get in that area. So let me just show you what's left and right here, since I have to drape both sides. Pick up more, I'll get more. I don't know if there's still some in this back room. I might have some like lightweight poly wovens too that would drape nicely. Let's see what other fabrics I have for you guys to play with. What I don't recommend is the school muslin though. So if you didn't bring muslin today, don't go with the heavy stuff. It won't fall as nice for you. So again, so you can just put more folds in and you'll get more rows. Do them the same on both sides. And on the next video, I'm going to take my woven one off and show you how to make the pattern with that.